These teams love to run.
Oh, they love to run. I mean, these teams score a great deal of transition baskets. They want to use their speed, their quickness, and attack the defense before it gets set.
All right, let's take a look at New Orleans' starting lineup. Murray runs the point with Jones flanking him. Trey Murphy out there with Zion Williamson. And it's Messi in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Dick, following the score by New Orleans. And the three-pointer goes.
I'll tell you, Grady Dick can shoot for days. I mean, his confidence from beyond the arc is really incredible.
Murray for three, gets the three ball to go.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Barnes, no good. About a minute into this first quarter. A quick shot there. It's off target. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. After their title in 2019, the Raptors have struggled to stay among the league's elite stars.
Well, think about it, PA. The driver of that title success was Kawhi Leonard and Kyle Lowry. Both of those players are gone. Very hard to replace players of that caliber, almost inevitable they were going to take a step back.
Now here's Murray. 6 to shoot. From deep. Rebounded by Ingram. Toronto has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Beyond the arc. And the Raptors, another three.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I briefly spoke with Darko Rajakovic, and we got right to it. The question of how do you stop Zion? From what Coach told me, it's all about being physical. He said, we're not going to let him run us over in the lanes or just stomp us inside. We're going to fight back hard. So it sounds like Coach is expecting high effort physically from his team.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Now here's Ingram. From outside the arc, Messi grabs the board.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Oh, got that one up quick.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
That's tipped. Murray with it. Picked up by Dick. Kicks it out to Williamson. There's the three. Out of bounds. It'll be Toronto's ball. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Takes a three. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Williamson outside. Pass to Murray. Back to Williamson. Now Jones. The three is up. That shot missing. Murray against Barnes. Over Murray. Offensive rebound. Minute 32 left in the first quarter. And again, Toronto, no good.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Oh, the dunk by Williamson.
It's asking for trouble if you don't keep Zion off the offensive glass. I mean, he will make you pay.
Hurdle in the post. Uses the glass to drop it in. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
Here's Messi, covered by Pirtle. The shot by Messi, no good. The Raptors with a lead. Ingram with a screen on Williamson. Now here's Pirtle. He's guarded closely. From 8 feet away, 2 shots, 2 makes. off to a good start.
Well, this is the expectation for Jakob Poeltl. His scoring in the post has to be there for him.
Jones with a screen on Ingram. The three connects from downtown. 6 points for him.
Oh, the defense has to stay attached to him on the perimeter.
Outside Ingram. There's 10 seconds left in the opening quarter. Clock at 6. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Ingram's got 6.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And at the end of one, both teams putting up some... And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And from what we've seen from the Raptors, what's your take so far?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
I think across the board, a number of guys have done a great job guarding multiple positions.
And Grant, you look at the players the Pelicans have gone after recently, they have a clear plan.
Well, they do, B.A. They want to surround Zion with shooters, which, of course, makes sense. It's sort of the same kind of blueprint the Bucks laid out with Giannis. If you can shoot, the Pelicans have a spot for you.
Quickly and Barrett, they're the backcourt duo. Then it's Chris Boucher, and it's Mobo in at the 4. That's the group for Toronto to kick off the second quarter. Toronto leading by 3. Quickly outside. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Pass to Olynyk. Launches it. That one is off. Toronto has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Lets the 3 fly, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Such a boost to this offense when this guy can knock down uncontested threes.
There's McCollum with the 3. Hits the trifecta.
And good response from McCollum. A shot like this just demonstrates leadership.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Now here's Quickly. He's scoreless. From downtown. And again, Toronto with a triple.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
McCollum against Quickly. McCollum, the pass to Olynyk. Outside Reeves. Pass to Boston. Just 5 on the clock. For 3, McCollum. They get it back. Fires from deep. On target from range. McCollum's got 6.
With confidence and ability from long range, I love it. McCollum's able to space the floor and keep the defense honest.
Lets it go from deep. And it's Boucher with the rebound. Raptors lead by 3. For 3, Barrett. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Shot clock at 6. Offensive rebound. Pass to Battle. They set the pick. Takes the 3. The Pelicans pull it in. Outside Olynyk. Puts up a deep 3. Rebound by the Raptors. Lobo's got 4 rebounds in the game. And the basket by Boucher. Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, B.A., and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win. Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
From behind the arc. McCollum pulls it in. Pelicans trail by 6. Reeves finds Olynyk. Minute 32 left in the first half. Pass to Boston. Second shot opportunity. Outside Reeves. 4-3. He drops it from range.
Defensively, gotta close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
And Barrett has got the ball here for the Raptors. With the drive, here's Mobo. Jacks up a 3. Drills it from deep. Mobo's got 6 here in the quarter.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Pass to Boston from the arc. Mobo with the rebound. Mobo's got rebound number 5 here tonight. The 3 ball. 32 seconds left in the first half. Nails it from beyond the arc. And it's a 9-point Toronto lead.
Tremendous vision from Chris Boucher. He is making a case for being more involved offensively.
From deep, Reeves. And they get it back.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Second team foul.
Now quickly. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Here we go. With 1 on the clock. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Toronto Raptors. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Their work from distance has been impressive. And it's put them in this lead right now. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
And get ready for the fan. Half-court shot. Drums. They're measuring up the shot.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Raptors lead by 9. So for New Orleans right now. Murray runs the point with Jones flanking him. Zion Williamson out there with Trey Murphy. And it's Misi in at the 5 spot. Dick with a miss. Well, the Pelicans shooting a rough 29% from the field here. Zion Williamson seems intent on silencing all the doubters moving forward, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., he's not taking any more questions about conditioning. His physicality and play really answered that question now. He has been looking better than ever.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Zion Williamson is a 1 of 1. His teammate C.J. McCollum told him, your ceiling is unlike anything the NBA has ever seen, but it's up to you to take full advantage of whatever it is. You can be as good as you want to be. This game will go where you take it. Brian?
You know, Allie, at his best, he is unstoppable.
Look at how smooth Ingram's shot is. Hard off the pass, he puts up a silky jumper.
Unloads. And it's off the back of the rim. No good.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Pass to Dick. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Here's Misi. Fires for 3. Hurdle grabs a miss. Raptors lead by 11. Ooh, stolen by Murray. Now the Pelicans in transition. Stolen. And now the Raptors on the break. Here's Abaji. No good from outside. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Williamson right side. Back to Jones. Pass to Williamson. And here's Murray. 6 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Ingram. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Sends it home from three-point land. Ingram's got 12.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
And there's the screen from deep hurdle. And Williamson with the block.
Agile and strong. If Zion can get a piece of your shot, it's as good as gone.
And here are the Raptors now. It's been 8 unanswered for them. Barnes passes to Pirtle. Pulls up on the wing. It's hauled in by New Orleans.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Williamson passes to Jones. And again, New Orleans, no good. Raptors lead by 14. Grant, when you look at this Pelicans team, their length is so impressive.
Yeah, they've made a point to draft players with big wingspans, and that really helps them on the defensive end. They're all very switchable.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end, but right now, the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
Ingram fires from way outside. Misses the three. Used the pump fake well, but he couldn't capitalize. Outside Jones. Fires the three. And again, it's New Orleans with a three.
I mean, I guess they're willing to give him that shot. They may want to rethink that strategy, though.
Barnes passes to Pirtle. Fires the three. Pelicans cleared away. Misi's got 4 rebounds now. Murray looking around. Puts up a three. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Woo, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
Fires from the corner. It doesn't go for him. And here are the Pelicans now. They've gone on an 8-0 run. Back to Jones. The three is up. Barnes with the rebound. And Barnes has got the ball here for Toronto. They've led by as many as 14.
Scotty Barnes is a well-rounded basketball player. Passing is part of that, guys. Pretty pass there.
Pass to Murray. Here's the three. Offensive board. Kicks it out to Williamson. Oh, with the clock running down, he nails a big shot.
Big shot taker.
And so it's Toronto with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. All right, let's take a look at our assist to the game presented by State Farm.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Quickly and Barrett, they're the backcourt duo. Then it's Chris Boucher, and it's Mobo in at the power forward position. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Boucher a screen on McCollum. Pass to Barrett. Clock at 6. There's the triple, and there's the rejection. In transition, here they come. For 3, McCollum. Rebound, Toronto. This one for 3. Mobo gets the bucket. And the Raptors lead by 9. New Orleans has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Pass to McCollum. Reeves with the screen on quickly. McCollum way outside. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Toronto has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. And it's Paddle missing. Olynyk for 3. Knocks it down from distance. Olynyk's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Raptors lead by 6. There's a screen. The 3 from Quickly. The shot that time not on target. The Pelicans have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Outside Olynyk. 3-pointer. Drops in the 3.
Well, obviously, this one reason why Kelly Olynyk is out there, his ability to stretch the floor with his long-range shooting.
The 3 from Quickly. The shot off that time. Pelicans trail by 3. Pass to Reeves. for three. McCollum. It's rebounded by Barrett.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Boucher, no good. The Pelicans have gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the fourth. Outside Reeves. McCollum with a screen on Boucher. From deep, Reeves. Rebound by the Raptors. Quickly with the ball. Picked up by Reeves. Boucher on the screen. Quickly from outside. And again, Toronto, no good. New Orleans is shooting only 31% in the game. Pass to Olynyk. Screen by Olynyk. There's McCollum with the three. And it's Boucher with the rebound. Boucher's got 5 rebounds in the game. And it's Kelly Olynyk with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
A line change here for Toronto. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. And here's Ingram from the arc. Here's Abaji, defended by Jones. 5 on the clock. The three. Barnes, and that's good. Barnes has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
This is a huge part of Scotty Barnes' development. Can he knock down the long ball?
Murray for 3. Hits a three-pointer.
And with confidence, Murray stepping up at a crucial point in this game.
The 3 from Barnes. Pass to Abaji. Let's go with a 3. He buries it from 3. And the Raptors lead by 6.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Williamson finds Jones. That's good. And it's Williamson with the assist.
And neither side right now giving an inch. We'll see who cracks first.
Outside Dick. Pass to Ingram. For 3. And again, Toronto with a triple.
And you have to love the intensity from Ingram when they're up against it, always ready to attack.
Right side Jones puts up a 3. Pirtle grabs a miss. This is their chance to stretch the lead, Grant.
Yeah, it's a must. They have to execute and avoid the big mistake.
Outside Dick. Pass to Ingram. Goes up on the wing. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. And now an 8-point Raptor lead.
Looking to close things out. That might have been the nail in the coffin.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Here's Dick. Off the mark there with a 3. So the Raptors win it. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it may
but eventually I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it baked. Kinda like the view with the dice and me, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back in the gear. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla. Let
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for... Should be a lot of great ball movement tonight, RJ. These teams love sharing the wealth out there.
And you gotta love it, Kevin. As a player, it's always great to see a team functioning as a unit. Fans love to see everyone get involved.
Now Sacramento starting five. DeRozan and Murray slot in at the small and power forward. Ellis is out there with Levine, and it's Sabonis in at the 5 down low. Here's Levine, and the jam by Levine.
Ooh, boy, Zach Levine. Sheesh, that was mean.
Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. A 3 from Quickly, and again, Toronto with the triple.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Darko Rajakovic and I got a chance to talk for a little bit. Now, the concern tonight is the relentless nature of DeMar DeRozan. Coach said no matter what you throw at him, he finds his way to work around it. Sometimes it's with a shot, sometimes it's with the pass. Either way, he'll get you. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Barnes screen on Ellis. Quickly with a wide open look. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Now here's Levine. Here's Sabonis. And Pirtle pulls it down. Toronto's gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. Temple the pass to Quickly. Pass to Pirtle. Just 3 to shoot. From 7, and again it's Toronto converting.
That's where he's going to do his damage. Jakob is a beast inside.
Murray. And Pirtle pulls it down. The Raptors have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Hey, RJ, what about Keegan Murray? He made the immediate impact in the NBA as a rookie, setting a record for three-point shots made, and he has continued to build on it.
A bit of a surprise as the 4th overall pick in the 2020 draft. Murray was the right fit. Big part of Sacramento ending that 17-year playoff drought. I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Launches from deep. It's hauled in by the Kings.
And maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I'm not sure who'd agree with him.
Yeah, and you're not going to just have the green light for long if you're chucking up bombs like that.
Barrett, wide open, he fires. Off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits.
2 minutes left in the first.
Here's Levine. He takes it in. Toronto grabs the miss. Pirtle's got his 4th rebound in this one. Left side, Barrett. And again, Toronto no luck.
I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's been a while.
Murray is screen on Barnes. Ellis the pass to Murray. Stolen by Quickly. And here's Barnes for 3. And again, Toronto no luck. And it's DeRozan with the ball for the Sacramento Kings. They trail by 9 points. Sabonis, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Hits the three-point bomb.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Ellis the pass to Sabonis. Can they get it? Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist.
Playing to his strengths, Sabonis goes to work inside.
Quickly against Ellis. Pass to Pirtle. There's 42 seconds left in the first quarter. The jump hook. Good work there as it goes. Pirtle's got 9.
Excellent all-around performance so far. Hence the big lead.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
And here are the Raptors now. Sacramento able to drain the 3. A 3 from Quickly. Rebound by Murray. The Kings trail by 9. Ellis surveying the D. From downtown. Murray, no good. Barnes outside. Fires away from way outside. Offensive rebound. There's the triple. Oh, he nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Raptors lead by 12. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And I also have to call out how they've outworked their opponent, doing a great job of crashing the offensive glass and just creating those second chance points.
They've got Robinson. And it's Mobo in at the 4 slot. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter. Buries the long-range jumper.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Carter kicks to Lyles. to Monk. Here's the three. Toronto grabs the miss. Here's Swider. No good from outside. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Out to Carter. Valanciunas sets a screen for Carter. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Toronto leading by 15. Pass to Battle. This one for three. Carter pulls it in. The Kings have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Monk for three. Good on the three-point shot. Monk's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
And Monk's just got a good feel for kind of how to exploit the defense, especially about how quickly he gets his shot off after getting the pass.
Pass to LaRavia. Let's go. And it falls over the rim and in. Monk's got 5 points so far.
And how about the confidence from Monk? His jumper continues to look better and better with each game. And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
Lyles sets a screen for Monk. Pass to Lyles. Here's LaRavia. Scoreless thus far. 5 on the clock. There's the steal. Fast break Toronto. Mobo can't hit. Carter right side. Lets the three fly. Trains it from beyond the arc. Carter's got his first 3 points of the game. And the league giving a bit more leeway, GA, to defenders. As a hard-nosed defender yourself, I'm sure you like that change.
Oh, I do. I mean, we all love the intensity of playoff basketball. So why not bring a certain level of physicality to the regular season?
Wow, the finger roll. Sometimes a soft finish like that makes it even more painful for the defense.
Good ball movement here by the Raptors. And that one's good. Battle.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
Valanciunas sets a screen for Carter. Pass to Valanciunas. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Robinson for three. It's hauled in by the Kings. Lyles got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Monk. And then Monk with the dunk.
And it's just easy to love the energy with which Monk plays. Whenever he's close to the rim, he is looking to make a statement.
Pass to Robinson. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Lyles. Lyles got his fifth rebound right now in the game. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
And how about Monk there scanning the floor for the open teammate? That's how you develop a trust from your teammates. Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Carter, the pass to Lyles. Monk outside. Back to Lyles. And there are the Kings with another bucket.
Buckets, but he should have just gone straight up with it instead of trying to fade away.
There's 31 seconds left to play here in the second quarter.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Raptors leading by 8. Pass to Swider. From deep. It's hauled in by the Kings. Lyles got 6 rebounds now in the game. Down low. Monk left side. Good if it goes. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Toronto in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. From beyond the arc, they've been absolutely tremendous. We've got more in store for you right after this. And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. A fantastic game from Jakob Poeltl in this one.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
The question now is, will the defense keep letting him punish them inside? Or did coach have some new ideas for them?
On the court right now for the Kings, the post pair for him will be Murray and Sabonis. Levine is out there with Ellis, and it's DeRozan in at the small forward.
Players with this type of athleticism at Zach LaVine, historically, they keep people watching on TV and they keep people in the crowd. Why? Because you never know what you're going to see from them.
Barnes, screen on DeRozan for 3. Barrett. Sacramento grabs the miss. DeRozan inside. Barrett covering, and the shot is good. The Raptor lead has been cut down to 4 on the bucket from DeRozan. Poeltl sets the pick for Barrett. Good on the triple. Barrett's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And pick and roll is huge in today's game. Barrett realizing what to do in those sets.
Murray finds Ellis. Outside for Murray. It's rebounded by Barrett. And Barrett has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Poeltl, no one around him. Off target from outside. The Kings trail by 7. Levine with it. Guarded now by Barnes. Here's Murray. Rebounded by Temple. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Barnes sets a screen for Barrett. And a miss there on the triple. The Kings have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Murray. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. Murray's got 5 points so far.
I like this from Murray, not just hanging out on the perimeter.
Barnes, screen on Ellis. And here's quickly for 3. Drills it from outside. And the Raptors lead by 8.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Red ball booming here by the Kings. Shot's good by Sabonis.
Trying to contain Sabonis, but the contact just isn't enough inside.
Poeltl inside. Sabonis is there. Poeltl's shot is off. The Kings trail by 6. Levine kicks to Ellis. And the call will be against R.J. Barrett. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Levine. He has 6. Sabonis sets the pick for Levine. It's hauled in by the Raptors. On the wing quickly. DeRozan defending. DeRozan against quickly. Pass to Temple. Screen by Poeltl. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. Domantas Sabonis set the longest double-double streak in over half a century last season with 61 straight double-doubles. He said, "It's awesome to be mentioned with the greats. It's my job as a big man to get rebounds and to finish. At the end of the day, you're just out there trying to win." Kevin?
Thank you, David. That double-double streak was a blast to watch. Historic in so many ways. Murray dishes to DeRozan. Fades away. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. DeRozan's got 4 points now in the quarter.
DeMar DeRozan's jumper is off the edge. It's money. It's cash. He's a terrific offensive player.
Barrett against DeRozan. Here's Temple. 9 points in the game so far. Misses the wing 3. Deep 2 from Murray. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes.
Well, the defense didn't have any impact on that shot, but somehow he still misses it.
And here's quickly for three, and Sabonis pulls it down. Sabonis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Levine. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. And now it's only a 5-point Raptor lead. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Nobody near Barnes. Connects from 3-point range. Barnes has got 6.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Here's Abaji. Still scoreless. Pass to Mobo. That 3 off the mark. And so it's Toronto holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Looking good. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this way?
We talk a lot about playing for one another. Right there with the pass, he's demonstrated what it means to do exactly this.
4th quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. They've got Robinson, and it's Mobo in at the 4-man position. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Raptors leading by 11. Robinson for 3. Carter pulls it in. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Kings. To the middle, here's Valanciunas. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
And it's not everybody who needs hops to finish at the rim. Valanciunas just needs to be an arm's length of the bucket to throw it down.
Slider, no good.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Abaji, and the Raptors miss again. The Kings trail by 9. To the wing right side. From outside the arc. And it's LaRavia missing. Toronto's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Robinson a screen on Lyles. And that one's good. Battle. And the Raptors lead by 12.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
The Kings have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the 3rd quarter. Shots good by Lyles.
And you know what? One of the few bright spots in this game for them today. He's kept his edge even though they've been trailing.
Spins. Here's Swider. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. In the corner, it's Monk. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet.
And you gotta love that 3-point stroke of Monk. I mean, he's got such a high arcing shot there. It gives it a good chance to go in from deep.
Here's Mobo, and they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
Monk kicks to Lyles for the 3. Rebound by the Raptors. Robinson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Tries the spin move. Here's Battle. The Raptors rebound. The Kings trail by 9. Carter, the pass to Monk. Lyles sets a screen for Monk. Rebound by the Raptors. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. No good on the 3. For Sacramento, they've gone 3 of 8 here in the 4th quarter. Here's Carter. It doesn't go for him. Toronto leading by 9. For 3. Swider, no good.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
From past the arc, Knocks down the three ball. Swider's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Raptors.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And also, guys, they push the ball and been able to score in transition, trying to take advantage of playing in the open floor as often as possible.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Toronto.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
Raptors moving the ball around. Pass to Mobo. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession.
Yeah, just couldn't hang on to it. Didn't look ready to receive it. At least they've got some room for error, but still a poor possession there.
27 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Outside for Murray. Back to Ellis. That's tipped. Here's Swider. He's guarded by Ellis. Fires from way outside. No good. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big...
So the Pelicans win the tip. Now let's take a look at the Kings' opening lineup. DeRozan and Murray in at the forward spots. Then it's Domantas Sabonis. Then there's Zach LaVine. And it's Ellis in at the point guard position. Now here's Williamson. Out to McCollum. With the fadeaway. Sinks it from distance.
With confidence and ability from long range, I love it. McCollum's able to space the floor and keep the defense honest.
Here's Ellis. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. From the arc. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Willie Green and I got a chance to talk for a bit. He's been working with his assistant coaches trying to devise a way to contain Zach LaVine. His ability to play well above the rim, coupled with the deep range, makes him a unique challenge to defend. They're going to try to keep him off balance by showing him different looks. Brian?
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Sacramento has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Stan, after his 12-year playing career, Willie Green has made a seamless transition into coaching.
Yeah, first of all, Willie Green is a person of very high character. Second, Brian, he consciously started preparing himself to coach while he was still playing, and then he was able to work on great staffs under great coaches, and now he's an outstanding head coach in his own way.
Now here's McCollum. Pure from three-point range.
You know, at the offensive end, McCollum does a little of everything for you. I mean, that was a great pass.
LaVine, that one's good.
Now, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Pass to DeRozan. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. DeRozan's got 5 now.
And DeRozan is fearless, not afraid of getting inside and going up to score.
For Sacramento, they've gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Here's LaVine for 3. It's hauled in by New Orleans. And it's the Pelicans on the break. Here's Misi, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Keegan Murray. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Murray passes to McCollum. Here's Misi, second chance shot. 6 to shoot. McCollum outside. Picked by Williamson. Launches a 3. McCollum's shot is off.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And DeRozan gets it to go on the assist by LaVine. Give him 8 points now.
Yeah, out of the corner, DeRozan finding the open space on the floor.
And he makes it.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
And Grant, DeJounte Murray, a bit of a throwback player. He's comfortable attacking at all 3 levels.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he does a lot of work in the mid-range for a guard. He's very comfortable with any shot on the floor. Not shy about putting up a ton of attempts if that's what's needed.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
Wow, McCollum really flexing his range right there. Burying a 3 from well beyond the arc.
DeRozan for 3. The rebound by Murray. And it's Murray with the ball for the Pelicans. It's a highlight! What a slam!
Oh, my.
You have to be kidding me.
Wow, that's how you take things into your own hands. And stolen by Murray. Here we go, one-on-one. Williamson with it. Picked up by DeRozan. Back to Williamson. Takes a 3. Rebound by Sacramento. And you'd like to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
And at the same time, you want to get a good shot here, B.A.
Ooh, stolen by Murray. And it's the Pelicans on the break.
Unselfish play there by Zion. Moving the ball to another shooter.
Sacramento has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Here's LaVine from outside the arc. Misi grabs the board. For New Orleans, they've got 6 of 14 in so far. Oh, the dunk by Williamson.
Yeah, and Williamson is an explosive athlete, remarkable at finishing off alley-oops.
Here's Levine, and a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That one on Murphy.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Both free throws good from Levine.
You know, Zach LaVine is so energetic out there on the floor. You gotta love a guy who consistently plays at a very high effort level like that.
Shot's good by McCollum. Here's Sabonis. C.J. McCollum has been leading the charge for New Orleans. He dropped 3 threes in that quarter. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen from New Orleans, what do you guys think?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be.
Herb Jones out there with Kelly Olynyk. Then there's Jose Alvarado, and it's Boston in at the shooting guard position. That's the Pelicans 5 as we get into the second quarter. Laravia passes to Valanciunas. Oh, from deep. Jones grabs the board. New Orleans leading by 7. Outside Olynyk. The 3. Doesn't go for him. The Kings shooting the ball at 43% from the field. Carter from outside. Counted from distance. Carter's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Jones from outside. And the Pelicans get it back. There's the 3. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Too much space on the perimeter. There needs to be a little more energy from the defense.
Lyles' shot is good. Coach, when you look at the best defensive teams, what's the balance between IQ, the smarts for the game, versus effort?
Well, Brian, it's both. You know, I mean, the effort is a given. You're not going to get anything done in the game without effort. But to be a good defensive team, you have to be smart. You have to understand your opponents, their tendencies, both as a team and as individuals. And if you do that, you can cover up for a lot in terms of just raw athleticism.
Fires the 3. Boston with the bucket. Boston's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Monk for 3. Alvarado with a rebound. New Orleans leading by 8. Here's Boston. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Sacramento has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Valanciunas passes to Lyles. Back to Valanciunas. Oh, he tries a 3. That shot is off. The Pelicans have gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. You know, there's so much to like about Herb Jones. It's hard to know where to start with this guy, Coach.
Well, Brian, I think I know where it starts. It starts with him being an all-defensive caliber defender, one of the best in the league. But then lately, he's been so efficient from three-point range, and his overall efficiency at the offensive end has gone way up. He's become a complete player.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Outside Jones. Takes the 3. Knocks down the triple. Jones has got 6.
The defense takes a chance, leaves him open at the arc, and he capitalizes.
Carter on the wing. Here's Laravia. Knocks down the long J.
When you get faced up at one end, you want to get it back at the other.
A bit of a duel going on between them. Came down the floor looking for immediate payback.
Gets the 3 to fall.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
That pass delivered to where Valanciunas could get into his shooting rhythm right off the catch. I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
Yeah, it's one of those heat check shots, and heat check is a synonym for bad shot.
Back to Jones. From deep. The rebound by Carter. Kings trail by 12. The three from Valanciunas. Another missed shot. He's 1 of 5, looking shaky out there. Olynyk for 3. The rebound by Carter.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Down low. Valanciunas, good. Valanciunas has got 4 points this quarter.
I like it. An old school 5. Jonas primarily does his scoring close in.
Pass to Alvarado. From downtown. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Wing shot on the way. Again, the Kings score.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Olynyk for 3. And so it's the... Orleans Pelicans finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. They've been aggressive in transition and find themselves in front. Back to the game after this break. And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Well, you know, C.J. McCollum has been really making an impact here, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters and change, his perimeter shooting continues to be spot on.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first 2 quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
Taking a look at the Kings. The duo inside. It's Murray and Sabonis. Then there's Zach LaVine. Then it's DeMar DeRozan. And it's Ellis in at the point. Sabonis outside. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Misi's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to McCollum. The 3 is up. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
Gotta love how McCollum hunts down his shots. Always looking for his next bucket.
Count the basket. Assisted. And so McCollum will bring it up for the Pelicans. 6-point lead. Off target with the 3.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Well, one of the sharpest players off the floor, C.J. McCollum.
Well, Brian, he also did a great job as president of the Players Union, and he's great on his podcast, too.
I'm sure he'll be doing games with you suited up after his playing career.
Yeah, I just hope he's not taking my job.
Just a really gifted athlete. LaVine's speed makes him an effective penetrator.
Kept alive. Out to McCollum. Sinks the tray. McCollum's got 17 points.
Well, you can see why he's a go-to guy for them. They trust in his ability to shoulder the offensive load.
Ellis passes to Sabonis. Good work there as it goes.
Yeah, the touch of Sabonis around the rim. I mean, it's fantastic.
Here's Williamson. Zion bullies his way in for the finish.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
And there it is for him. 12 points for him.
And you look at how they've come out in the second half. It's almost like night and day.
Yeah, you can see it in the hustle stats. These guys have come out with a different mindset and seem much more motivated here in the second half.
To the inside, LaVine. No stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity at a 3-point play. It's going to be on C.J. McCollum. This is his 2nd trip to the free throw line in this one. And growing up in California, Stan, when did you first fall in love with the game of basketball?
Well, Brian, my dad coached for a long time, and I just remember going to his practices and going to his games. I can't remember a time where I didn't love the game.
Murray, a screen on LaVine. There's McCollum with the 3. It's rebounded by Sabonis. Sabonis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Shot by LaVine, no good. New Orleans leading by 5. for three. McCollum. And count it. 8 of 14 now. He's rolling.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answers.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Three-pointer, no good. Kings trail by 8. Ooh, stolen by Murray. On the break. Here's McCollum, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. McCollum's got 14 points now in the second half. Here's DeRozan. Rebounded by New Orleans. Misi's got 9 rebounds now. There's McCollum with the three. McCollum with another miss. The Kings have gotten 6 of 10 shots to fall in this third quarter. At the arc, Zach LaVine.
Yeah, this is an unbelievable performance from LaVine. His offensive skill set is amazing.
And here's Murray. No points yet. McCollum outside. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. And the Pelicans lead by 10.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Launches it. Hauled in by the Kings. Williamson passes to McCollum. Nails it from 3. McCollum's got 31.
Off the pass, McCollum can be instantaneous. He doesn't think, he just shoots.
Here's LaVine for 3. A big answer by LaVine.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back and forth moments.
Now here's McCollum. He's got 31. Pass to Williamson. Over Murray. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. Murray and McCollum make up the talented backcourt. Trey Murphy out there with Zion Williamson. And it's Misi in at the center position. That's the Pelicans 5. Here's Williamson. Left side Murray. On the break. Here's LaVine for 3. Ooh, quick transition play by LaVine.
And any decent look from distance, he's taking it. He has that locked-in mentality right now.
Well, he's firing away with confidence from downtown. The defense better adjust to this, and fast.
And good response from McCollum. A shot like this just demonstrates leadership.
Corner shot. Misi grabs the board. Misi's got 11 rebounds in the game. And a deep 3 from McCollum. And the Pelicans hit again from deep.
He's been so aggressive on offense. And with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense.
Monstrous jam by LaVine.
That's the sauce right there. I mean, every night, LaVine approaches the rim like it's a dunk contest.
There's McCollum with the 3. And the ball out of play. The Kings will have it. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Oh, LaVine in the paint.
Proving once again, LaVine is not all dunks and threes.
And here's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. 6-point game. That 3's off the mark. Sacramento has gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. Releases. And it's DeRozan missing.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Oh, he slams it right back in their faces. Zion.
And what hustle from Zion right there. Just outworking everyone on the offensive boards.
Ellis passes to Sabonis. Got it.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. It's on Keegan Murray.
And nice muscle from Williamson, accepting the hit and finding a way to finish.
Pass to Levine. Let's go with a three. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Williamson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Murray finds Levine. McCollum with a steal. Puts up a deep 3. And the Pelicans miss again. Kings trail by 9. Murray passes to Ellis.
2 minutes remaining in the
back to Murray. Lets the 3 fly. Misi grabs the board. Misi's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Jacks up a 3. Buries it from 3.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. Must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Williamson inside. He's against Murray. Here's Misi. Rebound by Sacramento. Sabonis has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Ellis passes to Murray. 3-pointer. The rebound by Murray. Here's New Orleans now. They're on a 14-6 run. Sacramento again missing.
Yeah, you have to knock those down. Open shots inside the arc are rare in this league.
Out to the right wing. Here's Misi. Outside Murray. 4-3. They grab their own miss. There's McCollum with the 3. Connects again from distance. Woo, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
The BA, he's on fire. And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Pelicans.
All their efforts on the boards ended up paying off.
And just 2 tough rebounding teams, but they gave the extra effort and were rewarded for it.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for C.J. McCollum.
Well, offensively, they needed him to be aggressive, and he delivered. What a game.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to McCollum. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Sabonis. Here's Levine. And so it's the Pelicans taking care of business. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it fake. Kinda like the view with the dice in the mirror, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back and let me steal. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla. Let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla.
defense looking bad.
Aggressive attacking in transition.
Well, you've got to play to your strengths, right? But really, the league in general is looking for early offense. These teams, no different.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Barnes and Pirtle make up the inside pair. Then there's Dick. Then it's Brandon Ingram. And it's Lawson in at the 2 spot. Now here's Murray. And a wide open look for McCollum. Off target with his 3. It's Dick on the wing. Barnes sets a screen for Dick. Beyond the arc. Sinks the 3-pointer.
And that is why this team has Grady Dick, a floor spacer coming into the league with an elite 3-point shot.
And McCollum launches it from deep. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the 3-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Now, here is Lawson. Shot clock at 6. Here's Pirtle. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
Here's Murray. It's McCollum on the wing. Lawson defending. McCollum no good.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Jacks up a 3s, and the 3 ball is good. McCollum's got 6 points.
And that break started at the hands of DeJounte Murray with the steal.
And Greg, remember, in DeJounte Murray's rookie year, he played in the Western Conference Finals.
Murray was the youngest player in that series, playing 20 minutes a game, competing against the KD Steph Warriors. How about that for a welcome to the NBA?
Now Lawson. Following the 3-point attempt by DeJounte Murray. Pirtle with a screen on McCollum. Out to Ingram. 3-pointer, Lawson. Messi grabs the rebound. New Orleans has gone 2 of 5 from 3-point land here in the first quarter.
Just so good off the pass. McCollum set up and ready at all times.
Here's Pirtle. And the Raptors miss again. And the Pelicans with the possession. Right now they're a 9-0 run. And here's McCollum for 3. Kept alive. From the arc. Unable to get that one. Raptors trail by 6. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Willie Green gave me a few minutes to talk with him. Coach had praise for one of the opponents tonight, the versatile Scotty Barnes. He told me Scotty's somebody that can do it all. He can score, pass, rebound, and defend multiple positions. That's rare for a player his age. So, Kevin, Scotty's still growing as a player.
Thanks, David.
Now, CJ's saying, not so fast. I'm not letting you get away from us tonight. There's the return payback for him.
Dick, that's good.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Pelicans leading by 3. Murray kicks to McCollum. A shot. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 4th assist in this one.
Now, CJ operating like a surgeon out there tonight.
Pirtle sets the pick for Lawson. And the 3 off target. For New Orleans, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
No good from Lawson. The Pelicans have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Back to McCollum. In the corner, Murray with it. McCollum looking it over. There's the 3. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got 5 rebounds tonight. Lawson from outside. Lawson can't get that one to fall.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely
gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go, and you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
It's McCollum on the wing. Drills the three-pointer. McCollum's got 20 points.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
And here's Ingram from the... Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Pelicans lead by 8. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from New Orleans. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. Guys, what stands out to you from the Pelicans in this one?
Well, the coaches preach ball movement, and we saw exactly why in that first quarter.
Well, everybody just feeling the energy of the basketball as they moved it around, and lots of hands were touching it.
So on the floor for Toronto to start this second quarter. The guard set is Quickly and Barrett. Then it's Robinson, and it's Mobo in at power forward. Back to Robinson. Pass to Quickly. The three-pointer, no good. Pelicans leading by 10. You know, whether he's coming off the bench or Brent starting, Emmanuel Quickly can score.
IQ is something else. I mean, he finished second in the Sixth Man of the Year voting in one season. He's capable of putting up 30 as a starter or as a reserve, but it's a unique perspective to sit on that bench, watch the flow of the game, and come in and be impactful. IQ does that. Quickly, competitive, and responds with a three of his own.
Alvarado passes to Olynyk. Fires the three, and another three for New Orleans.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
New Orleans has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Here's Alvarado. Quickly covering. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Jones. The three. And it's Toronto with the rebound. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Puts up a deep three. And Jones pulls it down.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
Raptors trail by 13. Puts up a deep three. They get the rebound. Pass to Boston. Lets it go with a three. And again, no good by New Orleans. Toronto, they've gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. And the Raptors miss again. The Pelicans have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Near the three-point line, it's Olynyk. Fades back. It's rebounded by Quickly.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
Here's Battle. Nailed from three-point land. Battle's got himself on the board with 3 there. And Brent, you've seen the way the game has grown over the years. The skill level of the league is higher than ever.
Yeah, the talent level, Kevin, that is on display on a nightly basis in this league is staggering. But a lot of kids out there watching what's going on. They're going to push this game even further. How exciting is that?
And it's Quickly missing.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Pass to Boston. Here's Olynyk. Three-pointer. Mobo with the rebound. Now Quickly. Takes the three. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
Sweet shooting touch from the confident guard. Quickly's role is to score as often as possible.
Here's Alvarado. Quickly covering. The tray. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only one shot.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Barrett inside the three-point line. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Barrett's got his first basket.
Well, good job from RJ there as he's able to get to his spot on offense.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Here's Mobo. Over to the wing. Here's Battle. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assists. Battle's got it back down to single digits for Toronto. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. There's 14 seconds left to play here in the half. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Robinson. So both teams changing it up here. And here is Williamson. With one on the clocks. He nails the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Great way to end the quarter there. Team is pumped up.
And so it's New Orleans, enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You know, C.J. McCollum has been exceptional here, guys.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
In the guard spots, it'll be Murray and McCollum. Zion Williamson is out there with Trey Murphy. And it's Messi in at the center, filling out the middle. And that's the group for Willie Green as we begin the second half. Pirtle, count it from 12. Pirtle's got the first bucket of the third here for the Raptors.
You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
For Jakob Pirtle, his parents paved the way for him to become a professional athlete. And I'd say Brent did a good job.
Well, it's a good point, Kevin. They were doing some blocking of their own, just not basketballs like Jakob does. Both of his parents members of the Austrian national volleyball teams and building some roofs on some people trying to put down a few slams.
Lawson's against McCollum. Three-pointer. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Lawson kicks to Ingram. Clock at 6. Fires top of the key. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Ingram's got 8.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Here's Murray. And that one is good. And the Pelicans lead by 7.
And Murray with the floater looking silky there.
And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for the Raptors. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. It's Dick on the wing. Launches a 3. And again, Toronto with the triple.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
Yeah, possession's just way more efficient, I think, here tonight. Taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them to get back in the ball game.
A 3. Sinks the triple. 5 points in the game.
Look, every time Murphy can get a look, he'll take the look. Trust me.
Now, Dick. 9 points in the game so far. The 3 ball doesn't go that time. New Orleans leading by 7. Now the Pelicans have lost in the first round GA of the playoffs in 2 of the last 3 years.
And with how good the West is right now, they knew they couldn't stand pat. They felt the urgency to make some changes this offseason in order to take the next step.
And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And the Hornets going with a whole new group out there. And the Raptors with some changes. Quickly looking it over. Hits it from three-point range.
You like Quickly's decision-making, that time calling his own number.
Jones from outside. Hands it from downtown. Jones has got 6.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, Kevin, we are seeing a new generation taking over the NBA. Commissioner Adam Silver says stars can be created much quicker these days. Sports is a meritocracy and talent gets rewarded. With a social media community in the billions for basketball and a global market for talent, new and different stars end up emerging. Kevin?
Which is always good for the game. Great to see. And David, a great report again from you. Thank you. Hawkins checked in for the Pelicans. Elfrid Payton comes in for Jose Alvarado. And he makes all 3. Pelicans leading by 7. It's Payton, high post. Pass to Hawkins. For Barrett. The shot by Hawkins, no good.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
New Orleans gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Launches it. It's rebounded by Barrett. Raptors trail by 7. Quickly with it. Takes a 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Quickly's got a pair of 3s now here in the third for Toronto.
And he's just living out beyond the arc right now. What a weapon to have on the floor.
Seems to be taking it on his shoulders aggressively to shrink this lead. They really needed those points.
Barrett wide open. He fires. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
Yeah, coaching staff probably loves this, just grinding out defensive position.
And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Pelicans ahead, up 1. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from New Orleans. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter form.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle. But you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. So the Raptors 5 right now. The guard set is Quickly and Barrett. Then it's Robinson, and it's Mobo in at the power forward position. Hawkins passes to Jones. Now here's Olynyk. Defense is right there, and that comes off the assist by Jones. Olynyk's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for New Orleans. Here's Mobo. That misses, had a chance to tie it there. Pelicans leading by 3. Jones sets the pick for Payton. It's good from long range. Payton's got his first 3 points of the game.
That is a tough shot. Payton on the pull-up.
And here's Quickly for 3. He doesn't hit that one. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Payton dishes to Olynyk. Goes back up. Perfect on the shot. Swishes it through. And now it's an 8-point Pelican lead.
And Olynyk's height coming through as he sneaks that jumper through.
And Robinson wide open. He shoots. And again, no good by Toronto.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
It's good on the putback.
Yeah, Elfrid Payton, with his size, he can stay in there and get some of those rebounds. That helps with secondary possession.
Here's Battle. A three-pointer is right on target.
Yeah, that's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Got that one up quick. And the Pelicans lead by 10.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Out left of the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Mobile. His three-pointer's off the mark.
The D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
Raptors trail by 10. Shoots the three. And R.J. Barrett hits from deep.
Now, Barrett had some time to focus there, and he made that one count.
Pass to Hawkins. Puts up a three. Toronto grabs the miss. Lobo's got 6 rebounds in the game. 1:56 left in the game. Fires the three. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Wow, look at the damage this young man is doing from deep. And there's another.
Game is on the line. He wants the ball. No one on D stepped up to stop him.
Lets it go from deep. Pelicans pull it in.
Well, you make strides to get back in the ball game, but an errant shot like that can definitely cost you any kind of momentum. Have to use better judgment there.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
And Elfrid Payton will not miss an open man.
Raptors trail by 6. Robinson for 3. Barrett against Hawkins. Onside, Barrett. Fires for 3. They get it back. For 3. He's off on that one. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you can see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Quickly, that's for 2. Yes! And now they trail by just 4.
And Quickly is made for these moments. He takes huge pride in knocking down the big ones.
It's Hawkins on the wing. A three-pointer off the mark.
Can't waste any time here.
Well, it's probably a little bit too late here, but you really need to score a bucket here to stay alive.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Payton outside. Kicks it out to Hawkins. And they commit an intentional foul. It's another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Man, it took forever for them to commit that foul. I don't know why they didn't do it right away. Those are precious seconds.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Guys, what's your take on how they maximize their opportunities now?
And they've got enough time left to get a good look. It's got to be quick, but it doesn't have to be a heat. You can still catch, turn, and shoot. They've got one shot at it here.
Thank you, David. And that about wraps it up. For Brett Barry, Greg Evans.
run their offense through their bigs.
BA, over the years, one of the things I've heard from coaches quite often is how effective a three-tool big man can be. When you can drive it, pass it, shoot it, score it, do all the things they can, it changes the geometry of the floor.
So the Raptors starting 5. Barrett is the 3. Barnes will play the 4. Emmanuel quickly is out there with Walter, and it's Pirtle in at the 5 down low. Walter, good.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Here's Ellis. Pass to DeRozan. From the high post. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
That is right in his wheelhouse. DeMar DeRozan in the mid-range.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Sacramento's head coach, and he had nothing but praise for Scotty Barnes on the other side. He said Barnes poses so many problems because of his versatility. He can play multiple positions. He's unselfish. He's got great speed for his size. He had a lot of good things to say. Clearly, Barnes has a big fan here.
Thanks for that, Allie. Here's Walter, the 3 from Barnes. Rebounded, Domantas Sabonis. Well, Grant, in the spring of 2024, a remarkable streak ended. Domantas Sabonis had recorded 61 consecutive double-doubles.
Yeah, it was the longest streak since the merger back in 1976. Now, Sabonis has led the NBA in rebounding multiple years. Plus, he has averaged 8 assists in a season, so that is big-time production.
And the foul called on Emmanuel quickly. That's his first foul. Now here's Levine. Not a lot of room. And Levine throws it down.
Yeah, this guy, when Levine gets to the cup, he's going up strong. That's nicely done.
Pirtle in the post. He's guarded by Sabonis. And again, no good by Toronto. Murray passes to Sabonis. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That's on Jakob Pirtle.
You know, it's such a pleasure to watch Domantas Sabonis play the game. Yes, he's got absolutely God-given talent, but he also has an incredible understanding and feel for the game, and he plays it the right way.
Now here's Barrett. Misses the 3. Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Back to Levine. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Oh, they get a hand on it. DeRozan against Barrett. Here's Pirtle. Up and in from the low block.
Well, this is the expectation for Jakob Pirtle. His scoring in the post has to be there for him.
DeRozan finds Levine. They get it again. Pass to Ellis. Sabonis right side. Shot clock at 6. And that one's good. DeRozan.
Yeah, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now here's Barrett. Back to quickly. The 3 is up. Rebounded, Domantas Sabonis. Sabonis has got 4 rebounds now. Pass to DeRozan. Walter pulls it in. Raptors trail by 4. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Here's the 3. It's hauled in by DeMar DeRozan. The Kings have gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. Ellis passes to Levine. Drains the triple. Levine's got 8 points.
Feet planted, angle set. All Levine needed was the basketball.
The 3 from quickly. Fires in the triple.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now here's DeRozan. And stolen by Barrett. And a fast break now for the Raptors. Pulls up for three. Oh, again, Toronto with a triple.
Well, you have to understand, spacing is provided when you can make threes. R.J. Barrett delivers.
They kick it out to Murray. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. For Toronto, they've gotten 5 of 11 shots to go. Barrett can't hit. The Kings leading. On the wing to Rosen. Out to Sabonis. And stolen by Barrett. Outside Barnes. The three. No good that time. Zach LaVine. He's been the guy making things happen for Sacramento. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And taking a look at Sacramento's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, they came out with a physical presence and made rebounding a priority.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
So on the floor for Toronto to kick off the second quarter. And it's Shed in at the point guard position. Well, Grant, when the money's on the line, the mid-range is still a big part of the elite player's game.
You're right, B.A. And really, it comes down to touch, obviously. And size certainly helps. And then the savvy and balance to create that space.
Roden's checked in for Toronto. Here's LaRavia. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. The Raptors with a lead. Pass to Roden. Here's Robinson. Drills the baseline jumper. Robinson's got his first bucket in this one.
The defense making it way too easy for him on that jump shot. He'll take that all night.
Back to Carter from behind the arc. It's hauled in by Robinson. Toronto leading by 3. Here's Mobo. Here's Roden. From outside, off the mark.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Here's Monk. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, B.A.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. For 3, Robinson. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2. For Sacramento, they've gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Carter can't get it to go.
He just couldn't overcome the perimeter coverage. Shut him down.
Battle shot is good.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Shot from the top of the key. And it's Lyles missing. Toronto has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Beyond the arc. Mobo can't hit. Kings trail by 4. Here's Monk. Rebounded by Temple. For Toronto, they've gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Here's Roden. He's checked by Carter. Pass to Temple. 5 to shoot.
Kings foul. Trey Lyles. First personal foul. Second team foul.
And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. 6 to shoot. Screen by Robinson. Fires from deep. Valanciunas with a rebound.
Man, just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Over to the left wing. Hey, from beyond the arc. Sacramento again missing. Toronto leading by 4. Here's Roden. He buries it from 3. Roden's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Hey, but these got to be better. I mean, that's a high-quality look for him.
Valanciunas sets a screen. Fires for 3. Counted from distance.
Takes great confidence in catch-and-shoot situations, and you can see how comfortable Valanciunas is in that opportunity.
And it's Temple missing. And so it's Carter who brings up the ball for the Kings. Monk for three. Another three for Sacramento.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Outside Robinson. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Robinson's got 5 points.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Here's Monk. Money from 17 feet out. He's got 7.
Listen, he hits that shot on a regular basis. Give credit to the offense for getting him a clean look.
They get it back.
Well, being aggressive and assertive, the big man snatching the rebound.
Lyles. Here's Laravia. No points so far.
Whew, I think he wants that one back. I mean, he knows he's capable of better.
Here's Battle. They get the rebound. Over to the wing. Here's Temple. On target from range. We've got 22 seconds left in the first half of this game. Outside Carter. Monk for 3. Mobo with a rebound. Mobo's got his 4th rebound in this one. Three-pointer. No good on the shot. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's the Raptors leading by 5. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Zach LaVine with a strong contribution so far in this one.
I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Jonas Valanciunas out there with Trey Lyles. Then it's Malik Monk, and it's Carter in at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. The 3 from Quickly, from beyond the arc, and then some. Quickly's got 8.
Boy, Barrett is a natural-born playmaker, understands when to be aggressive and make the right play.
Just making it look good. The finger roll, such a classy move.
Barnes a screen. Walter from outside. And it's Laravia with a rebound. Kings trail by 6. And pushing it up, here's Sacramento. Here's Monk. Pass to Carter. That one drops for him.
Sees his man has the angle on the interior and drops a dime right there.
The 3 from Barnes. Rebound by Sacramento. Valanciunas has got 6 rebounds in the game. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Heading play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Sacramento shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. Raptors lead by 4. Pass to Pirtle. The 3-ball. And again, no good by Toronto. For Sacramento, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this 3rd quarter. Carter from outside. Toronto grabs the miss. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense, given the situation. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And it's a completely new group for the Kings. Barnes a screen. Here's Quickly. Pass to Pirtle. There's the triple. Pure from 3-point range. 5 points in the game.
Yeah, we know this about Scotty Barnes. He has a team-first mindset, finds the open player in that instance.
No problems knocking that one down.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Barrett can't hit. Kings trail by 4. Picked by Sabonis. Lets it go from deep. That shot, no good. Well, the Raptors shooting just 34% so far in this one. The 3 from Barnes, and that's a foul. Called on Jakob Poeltl. That's foul number 2 for him.
Personal foul. First team foul.
The Kings have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Here's Levine. Poeltl grabs a miss.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Walter from outside. Nails it from 3. Walters has got 6 points.
Action on the break has fueled them tonight. They're winning the transition battle.
Well, this is their pace. This is exactly how they want to play. A little fast, a little loose.
Oh, and that dunk is big for Murray's confidence. Great to see him finish with power.
And that one's good. Quickly.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
You have to love how persistent Levine is inside, enduring the contact and finding his shot.
Walter from outside. Rebound by the Kings. Murray's got rebound number 5 here tonight. The 3 from DeRozan. Poeltl grabs a miss. Poeltl's got 5 rebounds tonight. The 3 from Barnes. Sacramento grabs the miss. DeRozan passes to Ellis. Here's Murray. He's guarded by Barnes. Murray, no good. Raptors lead by 6. Pass to Poeltl. Lets it go from the wing. Ellis with a rebound.
And it didn't fall, but still a great look.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. Give him 8 points now.
Yeah, this is the kind of confidence you love seeing. Murray not thinking twice at all about firing away.
Barnes, no good.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
And so quickly, we'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. It's a 3-point game. 3-pointer. Hey, now 5 for 8, shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the 3-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Oh, did he? He did! He got it to fall!
He did, B.A.
And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. Who will carry the day? Toronto out in front, up by 4. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the court for Toronto to start the 4th. And it's Lawson in at the shooting guard position. Here's Ellis. Chalk up 2 there.
Yeah, you love the unselfishness of DeMar. We know he's a capable scorer. That time sets his teammate.
Here's Mobo. No good with the triple.
Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
Off target from outside. Kings trail by 3. Here's Levine. Oh, Levine not messing around, in tight.
Yeah, there's the versatility Levine brings to your team. This guy can go on scoring runs and keep you afloat.
Here's Battle. They get it back. Pass to Lawson. Here's Battle. Shot clock at 5. There's a screen. Launches a 3. DeRozan with the rebound.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the 3-point line.
Here's Sabonis. They kick it out to Murray. And he misses the go-ahead basket. The Raptors have gotten only 1 of 5 to fall here in the fourth. Lobo can't hit. The Kings have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Levine with room to shoot. Shot is good off the back rim and in. And the Kings lead by 1. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Here's Battle. The long distance 3 is buried.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
With some arc. And it's DeRozan missing.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Pass to Shed. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Sabonis. Sabonis has got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Now here's Levine. Fires from deep. No good on that one. 7 for 12 now. Here's Shed. And a miss there on the triple. Sacramento has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Offensive board. Here's Sabonis. Pass to Ellis. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
A line change here for Toronto. The Raptors with a lead. Picked by Pirtle, quickly from outside. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Sabonis has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Levine. Shoots over Walter. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good. Well, the Raptors shooting only 33%. Not exactly consistent offense. And again, Toronto, no good. For Sacramento, they've got 4 of 9 shots to go in during this fourth quarter. Barnes feeling it out a bit. Quickly from outside. Knocks down the long J.
Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. They love the aggressiveness.
Sabonis' shot is off.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Pirtle finds Barnes. Launches it. The offensive rebound. From downtown, he drops it from range. Barnes has gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Levine with it. He's picked up by Barnes. And stolen by Barrett. And a fast break now for the Raptors. Quickly, passes to Barnes. Here's Walter. Pass to Quickly. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. The Raptors making a switch here. Temple's checked in.
Into the lineup for the Raptors, number 17.
43 seconds left in the final quarter. The 3 from DeRozan. Rebound Toronto. The 3, Barrett. That one's good. And it's Barnes with the assist. And the Raptors lead by 11.
And they came in here with some attitude, and they brought out their best play.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
Drains the triple.
Nice ball movement. Good job by Murray to recognize the situation and create the wide-open look.
From deep. The shot by Pirtle, no good. So the Raptors win it. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it baked. Kinda like the villain with the dice and me, top down with the rim
looking for him.
teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans. In the guard spots, it'll be Murray and McCollum. Trey Murphy is out there with Zion Williamson. And it's Messi in at the 5 down low.
Yeah, McCollum is a real danger at the arc. He's an efficient long-range bomber.
Levine double team. And a wide open look here for Ellis. It's not going to go for him. Murray kicks to McCollum. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
For 3, Levine. Messi grabs the rebound. McCollum from deep three-point land. It's McCollum on the wing. Fades and shoots. Beyond the arc. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's DeRozan. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
A smooth pull-up by DeRozan. There's so much confidence behind his shot.
Puts up a 3. Again, McCollum missing.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
You know, Greg, it's been great to see the Pelicans get to the next level these past few seasons, hasn't it?
It has, and they've become one of the deeper teams in the NBA over that time. It's not just about one guy. There's talent up and down that roster.
Levine wide open, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Murray with the teardrop. Here's Messi. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward. That is not a bad decision to pull it from there. It was just a little bit off with the execution.
Murray for 3. Here's Williamson. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
Why? Just why? Come on, man. Save that one for practice.
DeRozan's shot is off. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the New Orleans Pelicans. 6-point game. A 3 from McCollum. And Domantas Sabonis pulls it down. Kings have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Murray, good.
And Murray knows how to execute inside. You cannot give him these opportunities.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Sacramento's head coach gave me a few minutes. We talked about trying to contain someone like Zion Williamson, and Coach said it's like trying to put out a fire with a squirt gun. It's just so explosive and physical. The only good option is to build walls and try to cut them off from the hoop. See how that works out for them. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, David. And stolen by Murray. And a wide open look for McCollum. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Here's Levine. The kick out to Sabonis. Will not go. This is off the front iron. New Orleans leading by 4. A 3 from McCollum. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. McCollum's got 9.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
DeRozan with a screen for Levine. Again, the miss by the Kings. The Pelicans shooting just 35% to start the game. Stolen by Levine. DeRozan finds Murray. Sacramento again missing. Murray's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Collin passes to Murray. Shoots a fader. Here's Messi. The 3. Buries it from 3-point range. 6 points for him.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Here's Ellis. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. 7 seconds left in the first. Murray kicks to McCullough. And Zach Levine gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Substituting on the court.
Here's Olynyk. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans holding on to an 8-point. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Pelicans?
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And guys, another thing I love is their pursuit of the ball. I mean, creating second chance opportunities just with effort.
They've got Jonas Valanciunas. Unk is out there with Carter. Then it's Trey Lyons. And it's LaRavia in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Kings. Olynyk dishes to Jones for the 3. Monk grabs the board. The Kings trail by 5. Pass to Lyles. Here's LaRavia. Lyles passes to LaRavia. In the corner, it's Valanciunas. Here's Lyles. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Jones for 3. No good on that one. The Kings have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. LaRavia. A new 14 for the Kings. Unk for 3. Pelicans pull it in. Jones looking for an opening. They get it back. Alvarado passes to Boston. Fires the 3. Kelly Olynyk, and that's good. Olynyk's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. In the dunk by Lyles.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Here's LaRavia. Hasn't made one yet. Outside, Jones. Again, the miss by Jones.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
And there's a whistle that goes on Herbert Jones. That is his first foul of the game. Richard, we know how hard the game is to play, but I think we also know how hard the game is to officiate.
I agree, Kevin. I think the one thing about basketball is that it's constant movement. There are plays happening all around the referees. It's not like football where every 45 seconds you run another play. In 45 seconds, you could have had a different 5 or 6 possessions. That puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the referees.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And with how he can operate on the block and shoot it, Valanciunas is a tough matchup for most centers.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
How about last season? Made about 79% of his attempts, so those are really quality numbers.
And he nails the 3rd. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Pelicans shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And so Olynyk nails both of them. The Kings trail by 6. Pass to LaRavia. Lyles with it from the arc. Misses that one. He's made 1 and missed 2 this game so far. With the tip. Great positioning on the putback. Olynyk's got 7 points in the game. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Sacramento Kings. Valanciunas with a screen on Jones. Carter outside. LaRavia passes to Valanciunas. Over Olynyk. Again, the miss by the Kings.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him all.
Back to Jones. And he's good on the 3 ball. And now an 11-point Pelican lead.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the 3.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, thanks. With the CBA and new broadcasting deals both completed, league talk now turns to expansion. Commissioner Adam Silver says if you're a successful organization, I think it makes sense over time to continue to grow. There's no doubt that there are a lot of great cities we're interested in having in the NBA. Kevin?
So right, David, we could lay out 3, 4, 5 cities right now that would beg to have professional basketball. A fadeaway. It's rebounded by New Orleans. And now here comes Jones leading the break. Traps in the tray. Jones has got the lead up to 12 now for New Orleans.
And you can see the break slowed down for him to kind of pick his spot. And boy, was he open.
This one for 3. Not his night so far. That's miss number 5 with no makes. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Olynyk, the second chance points on the tip in. Olynyk's got 9 points in the quarter.
Exposing the defense and taking advantage in the paint.
Carter kicks to Lyles. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
And they call an illegal screen here.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Monk's shot's good.
Guy's just ridiculous. He's just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to.
So it's New Orleans. Ahead by 9 is the... Quarter comes to a close. They've played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Here is Carter. He has yet to score. So for New Orleans right now, in the guard spots, it'll be Murray and McCollum. Williamson out there with Trey Murphy. And it's Messi in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
If he gets that look again, he should take it. You can't let one miss scare you off of a very good shot.
Offensive rebound. And here's McCollum for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. McCollum's got 12 in the game.
McCollum has a nice feel for catch-and-shoot jumpers. That's a shot they want to create for him as much as possible.
3-pointer. Here's Williamson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
An absolute beast in close. Once Williamson has this kind of positioning, you pretty much have to foul.
Greg, one of the best assets of Zion Williamson is his versatility.
And the combination of power and skill, it's obviously unique. And what I love about him is he's making better and better decisions. He's become as reliable as he is explosive.
Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. Here's Messi. Kicks it out to McCollum. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. The Kings trail by 14. Carter, the pass to Monk. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Carter's got 4 assists in the game.
And Monk's just got a good feel for kind of how to exploit the defense, especially about how quickly he gets his shot off after getting the pass. The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
So skilled at the 5. Valanciunas helps space the court, knocks down the mid-range Jay more often than not, and also a terror on the offensive glass.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. New Orleans leading by 14. McCollum right side over Monk. And McCollum the bucket on the assist by Williamson. 14 points for C.J. McCollum.
What a professional. McCollum's reliability on offense is such a gift to his team.
New Orleans has gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. New Orleans moving it around. Williamson against Monk. Scooped up outside for Murray. From deep three-point land. And Valanciunas pulls it down. Valanciunas has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Again, the miss by the Kings. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Trains the three-pointer. McCollum's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Pelicans. Here's Monk. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. Monk's got 11 points.
And you can see how well Monk shoots when he's in rhythm. He's got the green light to let it fly. And if the defense lags off at all, he's going to make a pay.
And Williamson throws it down.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. Carter dished it to Monk. Valanciunas with a screen on McCollum. The shot by Monk is no good.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
C.J. McCollum, and that's good. McCollum's got 11 points here in just the second half. The shot by Carter, nobody around. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
He might not have the long-range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
The Kings trail by 21. Here's Lyles. That's in there. Carter with the assist. 6 points for him.
These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
A shot by Messi, no good. And for Sacramento, they're shooting a meager 37% for the game. Pelicans leading by 19. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Williamson outside. And it's McCollum in the corner. Fires the 3. Rebound by the Kings. Here's Valanciunas. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Williamson's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
McCollum fires from way outside. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. DeRozan and Murray slot in at the small and power forward. Ellis is out there with Zach LaVine. And it's Sabonis in at the 5. Roam in the paint. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. LaVine, good.
The response, LaVine hitting that 3 right back at you.
Launches it. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got 4 rebounds in this game. In the corner, Murray with it. The tray. That one misses. Pelicans leading by 17. Here's Alvarado. Sinks the triple. Alvarado's got a pair of 3s here in the fourth quarter for New Orleans.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Sacramento's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Here's Murray. Boston grabs the miss. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Olynyk can't hit.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
Really good ball movement there in transition.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Pelicans.
These guys have been hitting the offensive boards hard throughout this whole game. Great job converting the extra opportunities.
And another place they're finding success is in transition. They've been working hard to get ahead of the defense and find those easy ones.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Pass to Alvarado. Takes a 3. Payne with the rebound.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
For 3, Murray. It's rebounded by New Orleans. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by the Kings. Sabonis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And it's Ellis penetrating Murray. Kicks it out to Ellis. That's in there. Murray with the assist.
I love it when young players add elements to their game. If Murray can continue to pass like that, he'll be tough to slow down.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Stolen by Ellis.
And just very little chance of that pass finding the target from that distance. Oh, my goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. To the inside. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
It's harder to thread those passes inside, but the reward is evident.
And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. Down by 15. Pass to Levine. Launches a 3. No good that time. New Orleans has gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. It's stolen by DeRozan. And here's the fast break. Sabonis leading the way. Jones against Sabonis. Fires high post. And that one hits back iron.
Really thought he had this one. And the defense, they were giving it to him.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Pelicans.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket. Didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for C.J. McCollum.
He did a great job following his team's game plan and not rushing anything on offense, which allowed him to catch fire.
Tries again. It's tipped. 52 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and the basket by Alvarado.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
All road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
New Orleans moving the ball around. Boston hits the three-point bomb. And the Pelicans lead by 16.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
And so the Pelicans now can just hold on to the ball. Jones from outside. Rebound collected by Levine. Now here's Ellis. Three-pointer. It's off. So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which they're